Hello and welcome to Deadline Northeast, a program that gives you an overview of the developments in India's Northeast region. I'm your host Skyrim Zimik, and here are the top stories of today's program. Covid-19 Care Centres set up across Northeast region to fight the pandemic. Guwahati gets BANDICOOT, the first manhole cleaning robot in Northeast region. And Eid-al-Adha celebrated indoors across Northeast amid Covid-19 lockdown. As the country's fight against coronavirus continues, the northeastern states have emerged as a model of efficient and disciplined health management. To accommodate the increasing number of Covid-19 patients, various Covid-19 centres have been set up in many parts of the region. A report.
As the number of coronavirus cases is witnessing a surge across the country, the northeast states have been taking various precautionary measures to stop the contagion. In a recent blood donation camp organized by the Assam State Health Department and the National Health Mission, many cops from Assam donated blood plasma. The camp was held at Guwahati Medical College and Hospital GMCH Auditorium.
These police personnel on their own volition have come forward to donate plasma, and we just gave them an appeal, and from the police department we have been having the help desk contacting them time and again every day and finding out their welfare and all that, and even their families are being contacted.
As per reports, a total of 67 personnel of Assam Police volunteered to donate plasma for treatment of Covid-19 patients, out of which 43 personnel were found eligible to donate plasma.
Those police personnel who, after getting infected of Covid-19, they recovered and they came forward to donate plasma. So it's a great step by them.
In the wake of rising Covid-19 cases, a 300-bedded Covid care center was also recently set up in Dibrugarh.
रैपिड एंटीजन सक्सेसफुल डेफिनेटली होगा जल्दी कर सकते हैं तो लोग आते हैं निकाल के टेस्ट करने के लिए. रैपिड एंटीजन जो होता है, जो जिन लोगों में वायरल लोड बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, उन्हीं लोगों को पॉजिटिव तुरंत दिखाते हैं. सो 10 मिनट के अंदर अंदर हम लोगों को पता लगता जाए कि इस इलाका में कितना पॉजिटिव केसेस हाई वायरल लोड में है, और उन्हीं लोगों को तुरंत हम लोग आइसोलेट कर सकते हैं. तो डेफिनेटली वो स्लो डाउन प्रोसेस बहुत अच्छा रहेगा लोगों के लिए.
Rapid antigen tests are also being conducted across the district to quickly detect the positive cases. In another initiative, a plasma bank was also inaugurated recently at Jorhat Medical College and Hospital JMCH in Jorhat.
और सिंस मतलब दिन ब दिन मतलब केसेस मतलब बढ़ रहा है, तो इसलिए ये कोविड केयर सेंटर मतलब ये बड़ा एक साइज 300 बेडेड कोविड केयर सेंटर ये सेटअप कर रहे हैं, सो दैट मतलब हम लोग का बेड का स्कैर्सिटी मतलब नहीं होना चाहिए.
To accommodate the increasing number of Covid-19 patients in Manipur for treatment, the state government inaugurated a new Covid care center at Manipur Trade and Expo Center at Lamboy Khong Nang Khong in Imphal West District.
So far, none of these normal persons are severely affected, even if the number of the positive cases is high. We have established Covid care centers at all the districts. So, we are admitting all the asymptomatic patients at the Covid care centers.
According to reports, Lamboy Khong Nang Khong will be soon upgraded to a 1,000-bedded center as it has enough space for extension.
We have taken up so many precautionary measures. In fact, we do have 3 gates. Okay, out of that, we just close 2 gates so that one gate can be open and monitoring work can be done better in that way.
In what way do you monitor the people who have...
we monitor those who are coming in, those who are going out, whether it's just villager or outsider. We do sanitize them, we do take their temperature, and we do give them to keep social distance and all.
As of 5th July in Mizoram, the active cases of COVID-19 was 219. 4 districts in Mizoram, Siaha, Mamit, Khozol and Situl have no active cases.
All universities have troubled by this virus. See, here in Mizoram and especially in Aizawl, we have some COVID patient, but fortunately, not a single person is not yet dying. So, more than 400 COVID-affected person is there.
As of August 5, Assam recorded 48,161 cases, Manipur has 3,018 cases, Arunachal Pradesh has 1,790 cases, Tripura has 5,628 cases, and Nagaland recorded 2,405 cases, and Sikkim has 783 cases.
After Coimbatore and Gurugram, the northeast state of Assam got its first manhole cleaning robot. It was brought in a bid to end the manhole scavenging. Named BANDICOOT, the robot has been procured by Guwahati Municipal Corporation. Here's more.
In a bid to put an end to the unfair practice of manhole scavenging in Assam, the Guwahati Municipal Corporation (GMC) recently inaugurated its first ever manhole cleaning robot, BANDICOOT. Guwahati is the first city in the entire northeastern region to get a manhole cleaning robot.
Today we have introduced a robotic mechanism for removal of sludge from underground drains. This equipment has been given to us under CSR scheme by Indian Oil Corporation. I am so thankful to them. Apart from that, we have also purchased a few bobcats, smaller cleaning vehicles, and also some JCBs, so that we can keep the streets of Guwahati clean.
Guwahati Development Department Minister Siddhartha Bhattacharya inaugurated BANDICOOT in a function held in front of Janta Bhavan near Dispur Police Station. The BANDICOOT robot was developed by a startup called Geno Robotics under the Make in India initiative funded by CSR of Indian Oil Corporation Limited.
The work which can be done by a scavenger in 8 hours, that can be done by the robot in 20 minutes.
Along with BANDICOOT, 6 skid steer loaders from JCB and 6 backhoe loaders have been procured by the GMC.
Wherever those debris or the silt material are dumped, so they can see from the camera in the monitor and they can maneuver their bucket. The arms are there. Through that there are 4 cameras. So 4 cameras are giving the total picture of inside the manhole. Accordingly, they can maneuver their arms. They can collect all the debris.
BANDICOOT is a flexible robot that can adjust itself to the manhole, and it can go up to 20 feet inside the drainage. The robot can clean up to 8 manholes in 4 hours. With this new robot in the state, lives of many laborers will be saved.
Eid-al-Adha is observed as a celebration of sacrifice for Muslim community. Along with the rest of the country, Muslim communities in the northeast region too celebrated the festival amid the new normal. Donned in mask, people were seen greeting Eid Mubarak while also adhering to the norms of social distancing. Have a look.
Amid the coronavirus outbreak, Muslims around the world recently celebrated Eid-al-Adha, the festival of sacrifice, in a very subtle way. The celebration falls on the 10th day of Dhul Hijjah, which is the last month of the Islamic lunar year. The celebration, which typically draws thousands of pilgrims with huge congregations, grandiose feasts and warm hugs, were refrained due to COVID-19 restrictions.
अभी चूँकि पूरी दुनिया में कोविड-19 की एक महामारी चल रही है, इस महामारी को देखते हुए सरकार की गाइडलाइन को और WHO की गाइडलाइन को मानते हुए बहुत कम लोगों के साथ सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग को मेंटेन करके नमाज अदा की गई है और इसी को फॉलो करते हुए कुर्बानी भी अदा की जाएगी।
In Tripura, behind the crusty wall of the mosque, a handful of believers were seen offering prayers for protection and healing from the deadly disease. The door of the biggest mosque in Agartala, Gedu Mia Masjid, which gathers thousands of Muslim communities every year, was shut. To keep the festive mood alive, Muslim youths in Tripura wore their best attires and decorated each other's hands with beautiful mehendis.
दूसरे साल हम लोग बहुत एंजॉय करते थे, सब लोग एक साथ होते थे, 20-25 जन एक साथ होते थे। इस साल बहुत कम लोग आ रहे हैं, इस साल 4-5 लोग आ रहे हैं। हम लोग मिल के, सब फ्रेंड्स लोग मिल के मेहंदी लगा रहे हैं, सोशल डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करके, मास्क लगा के।
With no hustle of believers and no sound of prayers, the gates of mosque in Assam were also shut to contain the spread of coronavirus. Many Muslim communities in the state remain indoors with their family and loved ones.
4-5 आदमी मिल के हम लोग नमाज अदा किया है और इस मर्तबा हमारा पहले से भी ये ऐलान था कि घर में ईद का नमाज अदा करें, सोशल डिस्टेंस मेंटेन करें, क्योंकि एक बीमारी हम लोग को हमारी हालत बहुत ख़राब करके रखा है। इसीलिए बीमार से लड़ना भी है, ईद की नमाज भी अदा करना है, कुर्बानी भी करना है।
Meanwhile, Chief Ministers of Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya and Manipur conveyed their warm wishes of Eid-al-Adha via Twitter.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
Altogether, 11 candidates from the Northeast have cleared Civil Services Exam 2019 conducted by the Union Public Service Commission. From Assam, Aranyak Saikia, Sijal Agarwal, Nibedita Datta, Tapan Deka, Kishore Sutradhar have cleared the exam. Other candidates from the Northeast state are Nongjai Muhammad Ali Akram Shah and Parikshit Thaudam from Manipur, Yangchen Doma Bhutia and Zenden Ligserpa from Sikkim, Richard Yanthan from Nagaland and Dhiman Chakma from Tripura. Many parts of Assam have been adversely affected by incessant rainfall for the past few weeks. A flood-like situation emerged due to overflowing Gaurang River and has disturbed the local livelihood. In view of the situation, a team of 1st Battalion National Disaster Response Force has evacuated marooned villagers from flood-affected areas in Kokrajhar district and transported them to safer places. More than 2,800 marooned villagers and 25 livestock have been evacuated so far. 16 search and rescue teams of NDRF have been deployed for flood rescue operations. The NDRF teams are also assisting district administration in the distribution of masks. Mizoram Police Drug Operation Team recently seized 304 grams of heroin worth 18 lakh rupees at Aizawl Market. A 45-year-old drug dealer was also apprehended in the operation. The investigation was launched after the Mizoram Police Department was informed about the easy accessibility of the drug in the city. A case has been registered at the Special Narcotic Police Station in Aizawl. Vijayanagar, the easternmost and one of the most remotest administrative circles of Arunachal Pradesh's Changlang district, got 2G mobile connectivity for the first time after BSNL installed solar-powered telecom tower. Being in the interiors, the Vijayanagar circle in the district has no road connectivity. Vijayanagar is surrounded by Myanmar on 3 sides. As there is no road connectivity to the area, people are dependent on military helicopters for essential services. To avoid gathering and direct contact among students during this COVID-19 pandemic, the Tripura government's Education Department for the first time has started an online admission portal for general degree college students. State Education Minister Ratanlal Nath launched the admission website during a program in the conference hall of the Shiksha Bhavan. Besides online admission portal, the State Elementary Education Department is opening a call center for solving various educational problems through expert teachers on various subjects. Doctors and psychologists will also provide counseling to students suffering from depression. The Aizawl Municipal Corporation recently launched free public Wi-Fi service in 24 locations of Aizawl, the capital of Mizoram, with 116 access points. The facility was initiated on public interest, and reportedly, Mizoram government is planning to spend around 4 lakh rupees excluding GST every month.
Traditional home gardens have been maintained as part of rural survival over generations in northeast states. People across the northeast region are getting into kitchen gardening as a soothing, family-friendly hobby that also eases concerns over food security as lockdown slow distribution of some crops. Have a look.
Home gardening is becoming popular around the country ever since the coronavirus lockdown. Stuck in home due to nationwide lockdown, many families in Nagaland are now growing their vegetables in their home, hence reviving the practice again. Solomon Lotha from Dimapur has been planting chilies, pumpkins, yams, besides other herbs in a small patch of land owned by his neighbor.
Because of lockdown, since we are all at home, no business, nothing, no income, we are planning to do something bigger than this, but this is how till today we are. Yeah, all this thing has come up because we do not know the lockdown, how long the lockdown will go. Even till today we are under lockdown.
The limited accessibility in initial weeks of lockdown prompted Ellie Rengma to spend more time in kitchen gardening. She, along with her husband, has built a greenhouse with plastic sheets and bamboo where she is employing most of her time.
3-4 महीना हो जाए लॉकडाउन होना बिशी दिगदार लाइफ तो बिशी सर्वाइव करले दिगदार हो जाए इटोब्रा किचन गार्डन करिगिना कोनबा टाइम दे तो इटोब्रा होले भी बिशी मदद पाए आरो मार्केट टीवी उलाइले भी किताबा बंद हो जाए किताबा खुलिले भी सिचुएशन बिया होब्रा ओलावले ना परा हो जाए इटोब्रा बिशी हेल्प करेसे.
Ellie said that a kitchen garden has never been more valuable ever since the nationwide lockdown. The fresh organic pesticide-free product is not only helping address the food safety concerns of people, but also helping as the stress buster during the time of coronavirus-induced lockdown. To encourage the tradition of kitchen gardening amongst the people of Arunachal Pradesh, the government of the state recently held a webinar on nutritional kitchen garden and farm cluster scheme as part of Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Ahead of Raksha Bandhan, women from the northeastern states tied Rakhi to Jawans serving in the border areas of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. The program was organized with a message that sisters from across the region are praying for safety of their brothers in the armed forces who are guarding the borders. Let's have a look.
As an expression of solidarity, love and gratitude towards Indian armed personnel, youths from Northeast tied Rakhi to Jawans who are serving in border areas of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. The program was organized by the Union Minister for Development of Northeastern Region on the eve of Raksha Bandhan.
So on the eve of Raksha Bandhan, today we had a small program or a ceremony which was unique of its kind and unique in its character. We had young daughters and sisters from Northeast who tied Rakhi on the wrist of the Jawans who are posted in the border areas of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh.
Self-help groups from Assam, Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Tripura and Sikkim sent Rakhis, tricolor bands and face masks for Jawans posted in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, bringing together the emotional bonds between various cultures, states and people of India.
राखी के अवसर पर सबसे पहली बधाई के हकदार हमारे हिंदुस्तानी जवान हैं जो बिना किसी राखी के ही हमारी रक्षा करते हैं, हर मुश्किल से लड़ते हैं और अपने प्राण न्यौछावर करते हैं. आपको राखी की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं. जय हिंद.
Amid Covid-19 pandemic, a subdued Raksha Bandhan was celebrated in Tripura. To keep the sprightly mood of the festival alive, female members of Tripura BJP Mahila Morcha tied Rakhi to border security force personnel posted at Agartala Integrated Checkpost. The team also prayed for their well-being and safety.
ব্যস্ত থাকতাম বিভিন্ন দিকে, যেমন আরক্ষা প্রশাসনের যারা আমাদের আছেন, সীমান্তে যারা আমাদের সুরক্ষা দিচ্ছেন, বা যারা চিকিৎসক, সবাইকে আপনারা যারা আমাদের সাংবাদিক ভাই বন্ধুরা আছেন প্রত্যেকের হাতে কিন্তু রাখি আমরা সকাল থেকে পড়ানোর জন্য আমরা ব্যস্ত থাকতাম। কিন্তু এবার সত্যি মানে বলবো যে আমি বলা যায় যে একরাশ ব্যথা নিয়ে আজকের দিনটি পালন করতে হচ্ছে। একটা ব্যথা তো নিশ্চয়ই আছে যে সেভাবে করোনার যে পরিস্থিতির কারণে আমরা সেভাবে পালন করতে পারছি না।
In an event keeping the protocols of COVID-19, the members of the Prajapata Brahma Kumari's Ishwara Vishwavidyalaya distributed homemade food packages instead of binding Rakhi. Meanwhile, in Arunachal Pradesh, citizens were observed celebrating the Eid by tying sacred bands on the wrist of their loved ones and offered sweets to each other. To make the day more memorable, a citizen of the state dedicated a mellifluous Raksha Bandhan song.
वर्तमान में दृढ़ उद्यम कर, भविष्य में दृढ़ निष्ठा रख कर, भविष्य में दृढ़ निष्ठा रख कर, कर्मशील हम रहे निरंतर, आज मनाए रक्षा बंधन.
With that, we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at anyindia_ANI. Like and subscribe Roving Report YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Karim, signing off. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and take care.